I've lost a lot of things, I lost jobs, I've lost homes, I've lost vehicles, I've lost, jewelry, I've lost clothes off my back, I've given a pair of shoes away for a pill, I've lost just about everything. But the main thing that got me was me being locked up with, my mom passing with me being in jail. And that's something I can't never, I'll never get that back. And I just feel bad, because if it hadn't been for my addiction, I could have been there for her. Maybe could have helped her, maybe she, I don't know, maybe I could have saved her life, maybe she wouldn't have died then. I just got a lot of regret for not being there. I've lost a lot, I see my son every day if I want to, he's not taken away from me, but he hasn't actually lived with me or, just being me and him as a mother and son since he was 6 months old. When I was 16, I started smoking crack. I started smoking it. I smoked. Wasn't doing it every day. Then I met, my baby's daddy, and he worked out of town, so he just would send money, and so it got to where I snorted cocaine for 2 years, and it had eventually ate a hole through the side of my nose. So it was either quit or, so I chose to smoke it. So then I smoked crack for another 2.5 years. Just quit one day. I just had enough. And then I just started playing around with pain pills. I would get them here and there. I got pregnant, had a son, had a C-section. They gave me pain pills. I got the taste of them. I liked them. I liked the way they made me feel, but I didn't have to have them every day. And then I was in a real bad boiler wreck back when I graduated high school. Had to learn how to walk, talk, and everything all over again. And I was on a lot of pain pills then, and it all started then. I really wasn't hurting, but I knew I could get some more because of the trauma I'd been through, so I was just getting pain pills, and eventually it just got to be a problem. I had quit. I could quit like a week or two, but I would go right back to it, the minute that I had extra money, or somebody would call and say, hey, I got my script, can you move some for me, and I'll throw you some for getting them, whatever, it got to be, I was on it for 12 years. I've been fighting the pill addiction for 12 years. I've been to rehab, did 30 days, thought I was okay. Same day I got out, met a girl at the store, and she was on her way to the pharmacy to pick up her medicine, and I rode with her and got high the same exact day I just got out of rehab. I wasn't, it wasn't nothing that helped me. I didn't like myself, really. I didn't like to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't like the person I was, because I knew that really wasn't me. I'm not that type of person, really. I'm not a thief, and I'm not a liar, and I was ugly, I'm not saying I'm a beauty queen, but, when you're on drugs and you're strung out, you just don't take care of yourself, you just look awful. I was about to die. It was literally fixing to kill me. When I had gotten arrested, I'd been on the run, and I had any pills for like 2 or 3 days. I was pretty sick. And when I got to the jail, I told them, I said, I'm an addict, and I'm sick. Well, they took me in the back and took my blood pressure and stuff, but my blood pressure was 165 over 160. And they was going to call an ambulance. They said I was fixing to have a stroke. And I thought I was going to die. I literally thought I was going to lay in that concrete floor and die, and just, just everything. Just, I didn't want to live that way anymore, From the time you get up to the time you go to bed, 95% of your thinking is, where am I going to get my next pill? What can I sell? What can I steal? Who can I lie to? I've lied to so many people. I've stolen, I just had enough. It was either get clean or die was my only, I really feel like I was going to die. I really do, that it was going to kill me. Eventually it was going to kill me. So that's when I decided, I needed to, something had to change. It was time for me to grow up and do what I need to do. I've gained my self-respect. I'm gaining my family back. I mean, my family have always been there for me, but to a certain extent. You know, it got to where if I would call, it was, don't answer, she probably needs money. Or, you know, she's got a lie, she's going to add. You know, it was something. Now I'm getting my relationship back with my brothers, my sisters. You know, a sister I hadn't talked to for over a year, you know, because of my addiction. I didn't go to her daughter's wedding. And we had a problem, you know, she had a problem with that. And I understand that. But we've worked it out, you know, and now we talk all the time, and we, you know, we visit. I recently just had a job. I've been working. I'd got in a car. I saved my money, bought me a car, bought it. You know, I don't have to make a payment. I bought it, and that was the money I had saved from not using. It takes less time to get the treatment than it does to hunt the pills down. I mean, you would pawn whatever to, you know, to get your fix. So why not? You can get the money. You can always get your money together to get high. Get your money together to go get help. The addiction shouldn't stop you at all. That should make you want to go. You know, it ain't a money thing. You got the money. You spend that much money 2 or 3 days on your addiction, on what it costs to go for once a month payment. You know, so the money is not an issue. That's bogus. You know, because I was doing the same thing. Well, I can't afford that, but I do what I have to do, and I get back every month to get my medicine to keep me, because I know it's going to keep me straight. You know, I can call a cab. You know, hitchhike. Somebody pick you up. I mean, you can get there. If that's really what you want to do, you know, if you're really, you do what you got to do. I mean, you would hitchhike to get a pill, so hitchhike to get some help. I would tell them to do it. Just do it. Just take that first step and do it. Just try it. You know, I mean, it might not work for everybody, which I believe it does. But, you know, it might not. But just try it. Just do it the one time. You know, just get your first dose of that Suboxone and see how it makes you feel. And then from there, decide whether you think that's a good thing for you or not. And I think that's all they need. If they just try it, just give it one try, that they would change their mind and would want to be in the program.